Okay, it finally came in, and I'm here to show you how I fixed my Altec-Lansing LIFEJACKET 2, one of the best and worst made speakers ever. I loved it. It was waterproof, shockproof. I could put it on my bicycle and ride around with it. But then when I took it on a camping trip, what happens to so many other people happened to me. The thing just stopped working. Did some research, figured it was the charging port or the batteries, so I ordered both, and the batteries came today. So this is what the battery inside looks like. Okay, it's all taped together because under here there's a piece that connects everything. Okay, then there's this little tape, and on top of that is this, it's just tape, and you can see the remnants of these little strips. I couldn't peel them off, but you know, any metal connection will work fine. So I took the batteries out. As you can see, I've got my thing here all taken apart. The new batteries that came are orange. Let's see, these are instead of focusing, I'll just tell you. FST 2400 milliamps. No, yeah, capacity 2400 milliamps, volts 3.6/4.2. So I got 4800 milliamps with 3.7 volts. So I got some higher capacity batteries. They weren't that expensive. I wish I remembered how much, but I'm sorry I don't. There's that little circuit board piece I was talking about. Okay, see that metal strip going to the bottom? It connects to this battery on the right, and then there's a strip from the top that connects to this battery on the right, and then there's a strip that connects these two batteries, which I've done with the paper clip, if you can see that hump under there. And there's a connection between these two batteries, which I used a paper clip as well. And I used a paper clip to extend here and here because as careful and slow as I tried to peel these things off, they are stickers, so they didn't come off. The whole piece, they kind of ripped in half. So anyway, I put the battery back together, and as soon as I plugged it in, I got welcome to Altec-Lansing. So I guess on mine it wasn't the charging port. And when I got this thing, I am not a computer expert. So you see this little tiny piece right here, that's the charging port, but it's soldered to the board. So I'd have to remove that and resolder it. I looked for this whole piece. They don't sell it. I tried to find a broken Altec-Lansing so I could just take this out, but if it was broken, this was probably what broke. But before, I couldn't even plug the thing in and use it, whether I had batteries in it or not. So that's how I concluded it's not the charging port. Because as you see when I plug it in, look, I'm getting the charging light and the blue light. And that was not happening before. I was not getting that blue light. I was not able to use the speaker. I was not able to turn it on.
Powering on. Welcome to Altec-Lansing.
There you go. And since I'm using my phone to record, well, I guess I could. Well, no, not, whatever. I tested it, and it works. It connects to Bluetooth. You see it's connected already. It automatically connected to my phone. And, yeah. So there you go. And then you just make sure you saved everything and took pictures. You know, I took pictures of exactly how the batteries were wired and everything, so I had a reference when putting it back together. You know, sometimes you put stuff out in order, but what if you bump the table or you forget to tape it down or label it, you know? So I usually take pictures. So, and that's another reason I left a lot of this connected, because, you know, it makes it a little tighter area to work, but you know, I don't want to get in here and start nicking little things on the circuit board with the pair of pliers that I have to use to pull out these connectors, because there's not enough room for you to fit your fingers around them and pull them, so you need pliers. So anyway, now all I have to do is put it back together. Now on the off chance that, yeah, the batteries came and they're charged or whatever, that this could still be the problem, but I disconnected the battery and it still worked. So it is not the charging port. that happens to so many other people. But I'm glad I ordered it, because if time, or if the past shows the future, mine will break eventually too. But I love this goddamn speaker, except for it's so poorly made. If this little tiny charging port, I think it cost me $3 with free shipping. You know, it's a tiny little thing. I mean, look where it's plugged in. It's that silver thing right here, just whoop, like that. And yeah, why not just, you know about the problem, fix the goddamn problem. They're on LIFEJACKET 3 or 4 already. I know they're on 3. Fix the problem, add $2 to the price, bro. I mean, I don't get it, you know. I got mine for $49.99, which was a great deal, because these things are $150 brand new. If I paid brand new, I'd be pissed, because I don't hear much about their customer service or replacing things. So I hope I was able to help somebody. I'm not an electrician, but I do pull things apart that are broken and try to fix them, because what's the worst that can happen? It's still broken. But the best that can happen is you learn something. So now my speaker's back. I'm going to neaten this up. I just did some quick electrical tape for testing. And put it back in the bracket and put it back together, and then I'll have my speaker. So yeah. The parts come from China, so it's best just to order them from China off of eBay. The batteries were cheap too. These shitty shit. Those are made in China, but so were these. And I order rechargeable batteries from China all the time, and they last 5 years. And everything's made in China anyway. So if you go get it from somewhere else, they got it from China. I guarantee it. So anyway, hopefully this doesn't break. But you can see the inside. You can just pull that out and work on this separately. You would have to pull this off, and let me unplug it so you can see. Hold on, let me put this down so I can use both hands. So you'd have to take this little silver part off and resolder it, or buy a board like this, or see if they have a replacement or whatever. But with mine it was the batteries. But yeah, if I go over here and look, I have it listed. Where is it? Okay, sorry that I'm not gonna edit this video, but because I just know it's right freaking here. Oh, okay. USB charger for Altec-Lansing, $3.98, free shipping. And the batteries, $8.49, free shipping. Okay, so 8, 9, 10 for just under $12. I got the batteries and the USB charging part, the charging port. So if it was the port, hey, I got better batteries now anyway. So why not order both? So if yours breaks, it might not be the charging port, it might be the batteries, which is what I thought at first, until I saw all that stuff about the charging port. I had already ordered the batteries. I figured the batteries just weren't charging anymore. You know, they had it on clearance. Who knows how long it was sitting there. The LIFEJACKET 3 was already out. And batteries, rechargeable batteries, only last so long even if you don't use them. So after that, I ordered this. So do yourself a favor. If your thing breaks, order them both. If it's not the charging port, you have an extra one for when it breaks. And if it's not the batteries, go ahead and change them anyway, because these are much better, higher capacity, 4,800 milliamps. These ones were 2,400, so double capacity. Make sure they're 3.7 volts. And yeah, I hope I've been able to help you. This is the Frugal Face Mask. Peace.